You are listening to Cogent Radio, and it's time for Trigger Warning!
Oh, hello and welcome to Trigger Warning. I'm Hayden Hewitt, and I'm joined, as ever, by gorgeous Graham Booth.
Good evening, sir. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Very good. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's good to hear. We're streaming live on not only on Cogent Radio tonight and triggerwarning.tv/live, but also on the Tube of You, where people will doubtless join, see there's nothing to look at, and leave.
Well, the good thing about that, though, is if anyone's on triggerwarning.tv/live, they can click either the radio or the YouTube button now, and you get audio out of both.
God, do we spoil them all? I'll use my super silent keyboard to log in there.
It does save the usual boomer problem of people going, I clicked it, it's not working. And it's like, well, click the radio. Tuesday's the radio, lad.
Get it together, guys. Come on. Oh, we did do one of these last week, didn't we? We definitely did one of these last week.
Yes, we did a bumper giant one.
Oh, that's good. I was having problems remembering then. It's all been a bit of a blur.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on. Lots of new subscribers as well on YouTube, so hello, everybody.
Yeah, big shout out for Drone Tech.
Yeah, for giving us a shout there and just giving us many subscribers, which is hugely appreciated. What a nice man.
Yeah, it's funny actually because I had OBS up and I was trying to set the GIF for new subscribers and donations. I was trying to set the GIF as you waving a dildo. You know, your little Happy Hayden GIF that I love so much. And I just got done, and that must have been when Drone Tech put the video out, giving us a shout out, because like every 3 seconds that you waving a dildo just popped up constantly. I just sat there for about half an hour watching you go ding, ding.
Living the dream,
crazy.
Living the dream.
It was a very sexual moment.
However, I did receive a telling off from a new viewer. It's worth mentioning. Last night, someone was very upset with me and left a comment. I'm not going to quote it verbatim, but basically, I use too much foul language. It makes me sound stupid. And I'm going to turn people off being woke. And I have tattoos, which is also bad. I'm not sure what I can do about the latter one, but apparently it will mean people don't take me seriously and I won't find a nice girl to settle down and bear me children.
I know, because if anyone was going to Google the name Hayden Hewitt, I'm sure all those tattoos on you will be the only thing that stops you getting a job.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? My favourite one is she complained about the language on a video entitled "Dox Me Bitch."
No, surely the clue was in the title. That's not for me. That's not for me.
You'd have thought so, but she really did give me a telling off, didn't she? About I shouldn't cuss, and when she told Drone Tech not to cuss, he was far nicer about it than I was.
Well, he's a lovely guy.
He's a nice person. I'm not. I'm a dick. But yeah, she was just cross, but it's the fact that, you know, don't you want to meet a nice girl and settle down? I'm fucking 46. I've been with the same woman since I was 21.
I know.
I have a beautiful, wonderful 7-year-old son. I'm okay, thank you very much. Jesus. So in the end, I think I just told her that I was a filthy liberal that wanted to take her husband's guns, and we left it at that. Yeah. She was just disappointed. She assumed I'd be a conservative because Drone had linked to me as well. That was beautiful. I thought it was liberals that had the potty mouths and conservatives were better people.
Oh, we can't go in for that partisan nonsense, man. There's horrible people like you on all sides, isn't there?
See, I just thought I'd address that complaint. And if you are listening, by the way, please hit subscribe and stroke our bell. And then you'll find out all the cool stuff we release all through the week. Lots and lots of it, as much as humanly possible. To help Trigger Warning spread around the world like the worst kind of sexually transmitted infection. Because that's what we want, to bring the truth to you. Because we are the resistance to the resistance to the resistance. I think that's right, isn't it?
That's as far removed as we get. Before we kick off, actually, Twatsack's been in touch saying that we need a trigger warning shed, somewhere to start the space project, which I actually agree with. Have you got a shed?
I do have a shed, but it's absolutely full of shit.
Can we? Right, we need to hook up one weekend, right? And we can film like 20 of them, and they can just be shed thoughts, little 30-second clips of me just asking you why the sky is blue and things like that. Hayden, why is the sky blue? Trigger warning, shed thoughts. It'd be great.
I think you might be onto something there. We'll
like the same crappy establishing shot of the shed every time, and then me and you just cramped inside.
Well, I think it's certainly something we can talk about.
Mrs. asked me what's going on. It's like, I'm going out of Hayden's. We're going to go sit in his shed. She's like, yeah, I've been waiting for this to come. I am in no way surprised.
Yeah, but it's when my wife's like, why are you taking all the stuff out of the shed? So I can sit in it with Graham. In fact, she probably wouldn't be terribly surprised either. Just be like, yeah, that'd be about right, yeah. There's something fucking wrong with the pair of you.
I know. Little fucking handicapped motherfuckers hanging out. There you go. What you doing? We're just going to moan about things in short bursts.
With video. You can imagine our neighbours, can't you, who are lovely people, it has to be said, but just he's going in the shed with that fella again.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, because they all know me round your way. They know me. I've got a nickname. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to give away where you live, but I'm known.
They're going in his shed again with that video camera. I can hear shouting. Do you know what? We might just have to build a shed at the studio. That would be easier because we could leave a wall out then, couldn't we?
Oh, do you know what? Yeah. You've got me quite excited.
Okay, everybody, we're going to do we're going to have to crowdfund a shed, guys. So dig deep. And by the way, if you are enjoying this and you'd like to help with the Trigger Warning project, remember, it's podcasts, it's online TV shows. There's a website. There's a social media site at social.triggerwarning.tv. There's a radio station, Cogent Radio, that runs 24 hours a day, full of like on-sign bands, cool new music, and shows like the Richie Allen Show on the left side, this show, and more coming soon as well. It's all there, and we're trying to keep it as independent, as free as possible, moving more and more of it to offshore hosting to protect freedom of speech. But it does take funds, and we can't do it all on our own. We do have some wonderful patrons already. But if you'd like to help, please go to www.patreon.com/triggerwarningtv. Patreon.com/triggerwarning.tv. Anything from $1 up, everything helps and everything goes into the project. And remember, we will be separately crowdfunding our shed very soon. I reckon that'll be a winner, the crowdfund for a shed.
I'll be honest, mate, I would have ordered one right now, but I just went and had a look at the prices and I was like, oh!
Yeah, they're very dear. But I mean, we can put different goals for different sheds.
Different sheds, yeah.
Although we don't want anything too fancy, it's just got to be one of them wooden ones.
Yeah, the establishing shot is like your shitty one, and then we've got this amazing... the crowdfund having gone viral, we've just got this stunning shed that's nicer than my own house.
Oh, good night, Natalie. Sorry, Natalie's in triggerwarning.tv chat there. She says it's too late. She's got to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's all right. Night. Have a good one.
And she's put hashtag loves Hayden.
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go.
Well, you know it is. What can you do? I'm just, for a fat, bald, angry man, I'm devastatingly attractive to some people. What can I say?
I love it. We're getting a lot of Lammy love in the chat as well, aren't we? Which is basically just throw a dart in terms of what stupid thing he said next. He's absolutely awful.
Oh, the man's a terrible human being, and of course I'm now a racist for having said that. Because you're not allowed to say things like that, are you? You're not allowed to say someone's horrible just in case they're a minority of some kind. But he's a dreadful person. He's doomed a load of African children to starve to death now, so that was nice of him.
Oh, that was the best part, wasn't it?
Yeah, and now he's calling everybody Nazis and then saying, I didn't go far enough. Well, where do you want to take it, David?
Yeah.
If calling Jacob Rees-Mogg a Nazi isn't far enough, where do we go from there? Because you're already setting the bar quite high. What's next?
Yeah, you're going to tar and feather him, are you? Is that it? Is that far enough in terms of your rhetoric?
Why didn't they ask him that and tell it? I didn't go far enough. Like what? Like what? Come on. What? Eats children, bathes in the blood of virgins. What? Tell us how far you'd like to go with this, David Lammy. But his supporters are just all over him. They're just all over him. And it's all tied into this Brexit stupidity now. He's a hero because he's pro-Remain.
And in fairness, he does speak very passionately. So if you're in agreement on, if you're in agreement with him, basically in terms of the thing, he will give you a good sort of emotional reaction of like, yeah. Whereas in a way where you don't really have to think too much about what it is he's saying.
No, you just have to
go,
agree.
Ooh.
He says nice things that roughly equate to what you'd like the world to be like, and away he goes. And we're seeing this more and more. Look at the acceptance of Alistair Campbell. Alistair Campbell, but Remainers are holding him going, he knows. He knows what? Yeah. The guy's practically had a hand in fucking genocide. But because he's pro-Remain, well, we can overlook that. It's like when he actually said we have to let these, 400,000 people march. They must not be ignored. Unlike the 1 million people who marched against the Iraq war, who he seemed to ignore perfectly well.
Yeah. It's like Soviet Russia, isn't it? The way they're now getting like the photos of Tony Blair and sort of just taking Alistair Campbell out. No, he wasn't there back then. Don't worry about that. He's one of the good ones. He's a Remainer. He's
a dreadful person. And this whole thing with Lammy saying someone's just pointed out in chat as well, saying Brexit was advisory and non-binding. Well, do you know what? It's a shame that some of us remember the words of David Cameron, the amorous pig prime minister, who said, if this happens, we will leave. If you vote leave, we're out. That's it. And they set a date in law, which of course was roundly ignored so that the EU could extend it beyond all reason or understanding. And it wasn't advisory. It was made perfectly clear what would happen if we voted leave. They just didn't expect us to vote leave. That's why everyone shat themselves. And it's been a calamity. Give it all up. Of course it's been a calamity. We've had Remainers in charge of leaving the EU. What did they think was going to happen?
I always remember that amazing interview with David Cameron where it was just before the referendum and he was saying, the day after, that's it. Article 50 goes in. 2 years from then, we leave on WTO. And he was saying it with this grave, like, that's what'll happen.
That's exactly what'll happen, yes.
And you can imagine how many people went, fantastic. It was supposed to be a warning, but it was actually for a lot of people that was like, oh, right, so we will leave then. Fantastic.
I was one of those people.
Yeah.
I was like, sweet as a nut.
But he meant it as like, it's like when you tell a little kid that they're going to ruin their appetite. They just look at you like, okay, but I will also eat the chocolate.
So I'll be okay, thank you. I get what I want. It's becoming more and more clear we're never going to be allowed to leave. I mean, they've extended it now to October 31st. But that's not fixed. Donald Tusk has said we have to keep this open so that they can come back. In other words, we'll just keep it going indefinitely until they get bored and give in. But I think they're making a massive mistake. You've got guys like Lammy calling everyone that wants to leave basically a Nazi. I mean, that's going to play well, isn't it, considering the amount of Labour voters who voted leave. Nigel Farage's new party is going to go through the roof.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get more candidates, which I did a video about it the other day, didn't I? I think he has announced a few more people that he wants to put in local elections. So yeah, I mean, he's going to be getting the support just because of the numbers they're getting. Of course he is.
Yeah, and then UKIP. They're going to get increased support.
Yeah, which again, something I disagreed with Richie about in terms of, I think he was, Sargon of Akkad, I think he was placing too much importance on him. I think Sargon's going to win down there. I'm sure of it, in fact.
Possibly, but I mean, the media are out for him at the minute. Aren't
they are, but it's. I mean, look what happened with Trump.
Tweet.
The rape tweet.
Rape tweets out.
Yeah. The one where he said, "I wouldn't rape you."
Yes.
That's the thing, though. It's like what?
Well, but they're all jumping on it, going, "You must never joke about rape." Why? You can joke about anything. That's the whole idea of jokes. No, you're not allowed. Lammy would be there, wouldn't he? No, they're right. You're not allowed. Hang on, fuck you. Who said you made the rules, dickhead?
I know.
It really pisses me off that you mustn't joke about that. But you might make a joke about AIDS. No, I wouldn't. Or the Holocaust. You can all fuck off. Joke about anything you like. Any damn thing. Although you got to be careful how you phrase it, because you can't say, of course he wasn't serious, because he did say, I wouldn't rape you. And if you're saying he's not being serious.
Well, that's the thing. It was quite a clever tweet in that respect. And it went in, I mean, I can see why it got him kicked off Twitter, of course. But it was quite a clever tweet because he was specifically saying that he said, I wouldn't even rape you. And everyone's like, oh, how dare you take it back? And he's like, okay, well, what do you want me to say that I would? But here's the thing, and this is what I was pointing out in the video, is the fact that it's not going to be Tommy Robinson and Sargon knocking on your door. I mean, it could be. It'll be people that live around. It'll be someone that you grew up with.
Yes.
It'll be your mate from around the corner.
It won't be anyone I grew up with, and I don't have any mates around the corner. All
right. Well, I'm not.
It might
not
be someone I've seen
usually
near the shops or something.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends where I live, Graham. Come on.
All right. Well, other people then.
Yeah.
I'm speaking generally here.
The normies.
The normies
the cishet people.
But also the people who don't go on Twitter and don't spend their lives reading newspapers and don't give a shit who Sargon of Akkad is. And ultimately, if you're looking at it, in all likelihood, they might even support Tommy Robinson. So sort of saying, "Oh, Tommy Robinson," it's not necessarily a bad thing in all cases.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
I think UKIP have missed a real treat in not putting me forward as an MEP. I think that should have been mine. It's a bit late to campaign in my local elections now. I mean, don't get me wrong, they'd have to be absolutely mental to vote for me in any kind of capacity. An MEP's fine because you don't do anything of any consequence. But yeah, I think they should have put me in as an MEP. I'd love to be an MEP. That'd be brilliant. Imagine that. Oh,
I would enjoy it. I mean,
what a time.
As if I wouldn't be there. I'd so follow you.
Of course, you'd be right there with me.
So can you take 3 months off work whilst I get set up? Sure, love, yeah, no problem.
I'm going to Belgium with Hayden.
I got a Belgium.
as soon as I can convince Hayden it exists.
Yeah.
Because I'm still not sure that Belgium actually exists. But as soon as you can convince me that it does, I'm there. And we'll go there, and then we'll have to ask people like, excuse me, what is it I do?
Well, I also think that you become so insufferably self-important that you would actually need someone with you just to get on the plane. Because I'm not talking to... I'm an MEP now, Graham. I'm not talking to that woman. She's
I don't even know what it means, but I'm very important.
Yes.
I've no idea what my job is, where I go, what I'm supposed to do, but I'm very important because I'm an MEP. I'm a MEP.
You wouldn't even be looking at the tellies that told you where to go. You'd be, no. All right, Aidan, I'll find out. Right this way, mate.
Not my job, mate. Not my job.
Before I even get a chance, before I even get a chance to tell you your gate, you're just like, I don't want to. Just take me there, dickhead.
Find a golf cart.
I don't have space in my thoughts for these irrelevant numbers. I've Europe to deal with, son.
I've got to sort Europe out. That's a lot on my plate. I still don't know where half of it is. And I won't talk to the Frenchman.
You'd need me there because I'd be the only one that put up with all that bullshit. Because I'd be like, no, he's all right deep down, everyone.
It's that thing with the thing in your ear, the translator. I wouldn't tolerate that kind of witchcraft either. I think they should all just speak English.
Yeah. Imagine if you made that demand every time. Yeah. Just, guys, can we just speak English, please? For God's sake.
Can we just stop fucking about with these funny languages? Nobody gives a shit.
It was always English when I watched it on the telly back home.
There's a reason we won them wars, fellas. And it's not so we could be speaking whatever it is you're speaking.
Constantly mentioning the war. Constantly.
Well, you know, my granddad was an ambulance driver in the war. And he wouldn't like the internet copyright.
You'd be famous like that fella from Poland. You know, the one that's always going on about how men are stronger and all that. He's shockingly misogynistic. Hayden, don't mention the war, Hewitt.
Putting your hand up to speak as well. Can I speak? No, okay. I don't want to sit next to Nigel.
Can you imagine that?
I don't like him.
Even if you agreed with the point he was making, every viral clip of you next to him would damage him because it'd just be you looking like, oh, what? Rolling your eyes.
Sighing deeply.
Yeah.
It just... I bet nobody's ever said sit down dickhead in the European Parliament, have they?
Oh no, but I think you get a good month's time out for that one, bad boy.
Because Nigel did do that, who are you? Which I must admit, that was really good. I have to give it to Farage. That was a wonderful piece of parliamentary televisual history. Just like, excuse me, who are you? I don't know who you are.
I saw a clip of him today actually just saying, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. And it's so funny because they know now, the camera crew there, they know who to get the reaction shots off. You know, this is like, they know when Farage is stepping up. This is the only thing that's anyone going to watch of that day. So they really go for it in terms of the editing and direction. And it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And on Trigger is 12K. What?
I was going to say, I bet the sense of joy in the European Parliament there was palpable.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Another 4 years of Nigel.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was
telling us how shit we are.
He wasn't just saying that. He says, I'm coming back and I'm bringing a lot of friends.
Oh.
Which is true. I mean, how are they going to get anything through the European Parliament with the amount of Brexit people who are about to be elected?
Oh, I tell you, I'm going to start watching more of the European Parliament when this all kicks off.
Oh, God,
I want to see Dankula in there.
Oh, God, I hope he gets in.
With his stretched out earlobes and shit. And his impish grin. Yeah.
Well, Dankula and Sargon have both said that they're going to be making videos from there. And they're going to be, like, very much going behind the curtain. So, that, I'll
go one up on that.
Go on.
I'd stream whilst we're in session.
Well, it is put out live, isn't it? So I wonder if you're allowed to do that.
Not from your own phone and taking the piss out of the people sat around you. We're voting on shit. I don't know what it is.
Don't know what's going on.
I've no idea what I'm doing. 3 months I've been here. I don't know what to do. I just press these buttons.
I'll be honest, I think you'd probably fit in. I mean, a lot of them have been quite open. No, they just get it handed to them on the team. I mean, it is insane, though. You know, when the amount that they vote on in a single day is crazy. And it's all the votes have got, like, very, very similar names as well. It's insane the way it's put together. It's really hard to tell the difference between what it is that you're voting on. And I'm talking like 30, 40, 50 things. And so I'm not surprised they have someone.
I'm not doing that much.
Well, 20 of them might have the same name with a tiny little bit at the very end that's bottom, like a few numbers or letters at the very end of it that's different.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, Graham. You're going to have a word with someone about that. I can't vote on 50 items a day when I don't know what they are, even less if I knew what they were.
Well,
I think I can do 5 to 10. And based on just purely guessing.
Just keep it simple. Immigrants, yes, no.
I'd like to put a proposal forward today. Could we only vote on the things I care about?
Yes.
Please. The rest of this shit means that I don't care what happens in Czechoslovakia. I'm sorry. I'm not interested.
Can we vote on British fishing now, please, everyone? Had enough of this. I was sent here to bring fishing back.
I'm going to make fishing British again, lads.
Yeah.
I'm going to make England great again.
I wonder what the protocol is on like outfits there, because I am thinking, make fishing British again, a red MAGA hat. That'd be
T-shirts. An untriggerist 12149 in TriggerWarning TV there says the craziest thing is that they still pack up the Parliament and move it to Strasbourg once a month or wherever it is, and it costs billions a year for it. I've been to Strasbourg when I was a child. I went on a school trip. Shit. It's just shit. They took us to see the European buildings then, and that was in the 80s. Didn't care then. Care even less now. Although, if they pack you up from Brussels and they drive you there and everything, that's not so bad, is it? You don't have to know where you are, do you?
Oh, yeah. Being the MEP, dude, you don't care.
It's just another building with free dinners.
Yeah, there'll be all the rooms and hotels and facilities. You're fine. You're absolutely fine.
Yeah, I don't want to have to think about things too deeply, if I'm honest, as an MEP.
Well, then you really, really should have stood.
I know.
This was the time.
I know. I think I've missed out there. I'll never get on the local council. Because I don't much care about anything.
That's real work as well. That's real work.
Well, you say that, but I've seen our local politicians and they don't do a great deal, Graham. Yeah, well, I was going to say, it can be real work. Let's put it that way. It can be if you actually do it rather than just, go, we're Labour, we're going to get voted in regardless, so whatever.
Oh, no, it'd eat you up. I know it would. It would eat you up. You'd be obsessed. You'd take the piss as an MEP, but as a local councillor, you'd fucking go for it.
Do you know I feel bad for, and it's strange because I'd never vote for him, it's the local Conservative candidate. Because every year he comes out, he's lived here all his life, he's sincere, he wants to do this. He said, these aren't just campaign pledges, this is how I do it, and I really care, and he hits the street, and he knows he's never, ever, ever going to get voted in. But he's so sincere and so, it's just like, and he knows it's not going to happen, but he still tries his best, Graham.
Yeah.
Still tries his best.
I respect that.
For him. And he's got even less chance of getting in now that Tory support has just completely collapsed.
I know. We should definitely get an interview with him. I'm sure he'd be desperate. He'd even say yes to us.
just so someone would acknowledge my existence. Apart from those 4 old people on that one street who put my cards up in the window.
Yeah. I like Tories in Manchester because it's just it's such a waste of effort. I mean, maybe Trafford. They get in Trafford, of course they do, but
that's not Manchester, is it? Really?
No. But yeah, proper Manchester.
Aye.
They're never getting in. They're never getting in. So it is adorable. I do feel for them. I don't think I've ever had one knock on my door actually.
Hang on, Richie Allen's sat in the YouTube chat. And he's just said the Irish have hidden behind the Sikhs, the Muslims, and the Jews. We're the reason there are no jobs. There are millions of us, but we offset our job stealing by the billions we spend in your pubs. I think Richie's had some refreshment.
I think he's got a point there, though. We should get back to hating the Irish.
Well, some of us never went away. And I mean you.
What the fuck?
Oh, big ugly himself, Richie Allen in the chat there. I saw her on his Twitter feed today. Someone said that he looked like a penis. I thought that was a bit odd. It's a bit harsh.
I've loved his running commentary on the Notre Dame coverage. It's been amazing.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, it's just been
Not
stunning.
Fucking interested.
They're now talking from someone from Leeds who once put out a fire. It's like, all right.
Well, on the news tonight, they've interviewed the guys at York Minster. And they were like, no, we rebuilt it and it only took this long. It's like, dude, that was in like 1981. It's a long time ago. And Notre Dame, I'm sorry, is a little bit bigger than York Minster. But I'm sick and tired of seeing a church burn down on TV. I mean, it's a beautiful old building, but it's on fire. It's been on fire now. It's happened. Someone threw a jetain away or something. I don't know. Although if you listen to the internet, it was definitely the Muslims or the Jews. Not the Catholics, because they don't need the insurance money. Definitely the Muslims or the Jews that burnt it down, according to the internet. And I just to say very quickly to Richie Allen, your team did well tonight, mate. I thought they put up a spirited fight and lost. Sorry, carry on, Graham.
Well, it's interesting as well that those three churches in Louisiana got burnt down as well, and obviously they're just like temporary buildings. But you know, they aren't the Notre Dame. Let's be honest.
Prefabs.
Yeah. But it is quite interesting that they're sort of just being like, well, you know, let's just. Can you imagine owning those churches, right, and thinking, right? Here's the thing, yeah, it's a sad thing that those three churches got burnt down, and I'm glad they caught the guy, but there would have been someone with a sort of PR mind that thought, well, at least we'll get the funding to rebuild them because this is going to really touch people. It's really going to connect with the media and everyone like that. And just as they will have launched the GoFundMe to fund to rebuild the three Louisiana churches, the fucking Notre Dame burns down and nobody gives a shit about you lot anymore.
Why didn't we see the Louisiana churches burning on TV?
I don't know.
And here's another. Why are people crying? On the news tonight, on the rolling news of a building on fire, you know what? Grenfell Tower got less coverage than this fucking cathedral. But there's people on TV in France now crying. It's still there. It's only the wood bits that have fallen away. It's all right. They saved all the treasures inside.
Yeah, once it came out that they've saved everything, and then you saw that picture inside, and you were like, well, it's all right. Bit of a sweep, rebuild the roof, you'll be fine.
I'm not going to lie, I did mean to tweet to either Owen Schroyer or Paul Joseph Watson that I had learned that the Notre Dame Cathedral was actually going to be changed to an Islamic learning centre. So that's what happened to quite a lot of churches here, so I was going to throw that in to see if they'd run with it, because I know they've been running with the Muslim thing quite a lot, haven't they? Even if it's apparently only a symbol of what's happening in France.
Yeah.
So the church burning down is a symbol of what's happening in France.
Yeah, I know. I saw Paul was sharing a thing about. I mean, he didn't even say Muslims. He said, "Look at the reaction," and it was like the people that were doing laughing faces on Facebook.
No, it wasn't just Facebook, was it? It was Al Jazeera, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't. You know, it wasn't just Arabic names. There was Western names, and it's like, you know, people hitting the laughing emoji on Facebook. Let's just calm.
There were a lot of Arabic names.
There were. But can we just calm down with that? You know, the first time I heard about 9/11, you know, I was on a bus. My mum phoned me. She said, "We're under attack." I laughed.
Yeah,
I was like, what are you talking about,
To
Mum?
be fair, let's put, you know, always devil's advocate. You didn't nip out and hand sweets out to the kids, did you?
No,
to celebrate.
No.
Have a sweetie. 3,000 infidels have just died. Have a sweetie.
I did, yeah. I did sober up a bit when I got home, but we need to calm down quite a bit in terms of the rhetoric for like saying, look what they're doing, look what they're laughing, and it's like, yeah, all right, you know, you can find 100 arseholes that are going to click the laughing emoji. Great, it doesn't mean anything. Same goes for the far right, far left.
Exactly. That's why I used the aubergine one. Oh, sorry, eggplant to our foreign people. That's why I used that emoticon. 3 times, and then the spraying water one.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know why more articles don't quote your tweets, Hayden, because they're gold.
Hey, I have been quoted a few times in magazines.
I know. You probably regret it.
Hayden Hewitt angrily tweeted. It's like, I wasn't angry when I tweeted.
He was in a phenomenal mood. Thank you very much.
I was feeling good. Richie and Happy Dog are on the YouTube chat here talking about the splinters of the cross that Christ was allegedly crucified on, which of course they don't have at Notre Dame anyway. They've got wood, bits of wood. They could just swap them for some other bits of wood.
Yeah, just get some old wood. You'll be fine.
That's all it is, guys. It's not splinters of the cross that Christ was crucified on. Relax. It's just wood. Don't worry about that. Wood can be replaced with more wood. Simple. None of this shit's irreplaceable. Gold can be replaced with more gold. The king of the paedophiles can authorise the release of gold. They're very wealthy. And why are they getting donations to fix it? Why aren't the Catholic Church funding this? Why wasn't it insured?
I don't know. Well, it's actually owned by the government, isn't it? Because France is a There's a. I was looking into that, and they straight up own it and just sort of let the church be there, which sounds a lot like France, really, doesn't it? They've just sort of we've taken it over. They've had probably one of their many revolutions. This is ours now.
Well, that's what they get for being arrogant bastards, isn't it? Hey, king too good for you. Fine, you pay for the church. That'll learn them. Let them eat cake or whatever the fuck it was she said before they cut her head off. No time. I don't believe France anyway. I don't believe in France.
Interesting thing on that as well. I tweeted about this was the amount of woke arseholes claiming the Notre Dame fire as being some sort of victory, some sort of like cosmic karma, and then just saying something really vague about Africa.
Well, what was it that guy quoted? I mean, it was something totally different, but it was.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's concerned about the cathedral at Notre Dame, but have we thought about the Eurovision being held in Israel? Well, you imagine Palestinians. Like, no, mate, I've not found the correlation between the two.
How did you get to that, mate? No. Look, guys, I know this is terrible, but just do not forget about Eurovision, please.
Well, this thing, was he sat there watching it on telly? Just watching the fire at Notre Dame going, that's good, that's what they deserve. And then went, hang on a minute. What about the Palestinians in Eurovision? Why is no one thing? I couldn't respond to him because, number one, he never answers me now. He doesn't speak to, he doesn't engage me at all. Because he knows that as soon as you invite me in, that's 24 hours of me being a relentless dickhead. But I was confused. Like, what is this Israel-Palestinian conflict you speak of? We hear so little about it.
I know, yeah. That's the other thing, isn't it? Look, I know what happened in Paris is bad, but guys, maybe it's time to share some awareness about Israel.
Yeah, we hardly hear a word about it anywhere. You don't hear anything about Israel, the Palestinians, the Jews, the Muslims. Don't hear anything about them but church fires. Oof, I'm well up on church fires.
Why are people so obsessed with Eurovision as well? It's like, it's cool. It's like,
how dare this cultural icon be held in such a country?
It's like singing with the Jews. Disgusting.
Don't you know Palestinians are dying?
I can't stand the thought of actual songs, music, celebrations happening in somewhere where Jews live.
Where people die.
BDS, hashtag BDS. Let's punish the poor because of some assholes that are in government. Yeah, great idea.
Well, the best one was like, when they were like boycott SodaStream, and like they got to the point they had to close the factory, and the entire workforce was fucking Palestinian. This was their way of earning a living. They were paid a proper wage. They had a job. They had security. They had pension. They had everything. All gone. All gone. BDS, best in the world.
I bet Hamas were just sat there waiting. Well, we've got a job for you. It will certainly ensure that your wife and child are fed. You might have a bit of a gammy leg by the end of it, though, look.
Oh, and the Israelis will definitely come and knock your fucking house down. You'll have to get a new one of them because that's what they do. We don't know why. We're not sure what that is. It's just maybe that's the Israeli form of arbitrary punishment. I'm not sure.
They just really love knocking your houses down.
Look, they got all these bulldozers to have them and only run over one Rachel Corrie. Terrible shame. I'm sorry, that pissed me off as I was watching all that firing back up on Twitter. Rachel Corrie, wonderful human being. Not really. And also stupid. She stood in front of an armoured bulldozer with some Druze Arab guy driving it, probably had his Walkman on. Couldn't see her, couldn't hear her, drove right the fuck over her. That's Israel's fault. She was protecting someone's home, except she wasn't. She just stood in front of a fucking bulldozer and got squashed. I'm sorry. it's hard. It's like when you see an industrial accident, you think that's the worst thing in the world. When you see an industrial accident where the fucking idiot reached into the machine, you think, well, you roll the dice, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, if you stand in front of an armoured bulldozer and you get run over, well, you've only got yourself to fucking blame. And it's not even like they move quick. It's not like it snuck up on her, is it? It's a fucking bulldozer. They're slow and loud and noisy.
Well, they've just watched too many movies, haven't they? They think they're going to be that guy in front of the tank, or they're going to be the one to put the daisy into the end of the gun.
This is where you got to be careful, you see, because that's like arguing by exception. We've seen one video of a guy stood in front of the tank where it didn't flatten him like a pancake. But I have seen many videos and pictures of the opposite happening, where they were indeed flattened like a pancake, including the ISIS ones where they throw them underneath. But, it's the problem. You see one person get away with something and think, I'll have some of that. You should always stop to think, why have I only seen one video of a person doing that? Just the one.
Yeah.
There's a reason that was the one. Everyone else fucked. Just fucked. Rachel Corrie.
Balls to him.
I'll probably catch shit for that later, but fuck it. Like I say, you don't stand in front of bulldozers, you don't get run over. Simple. Especially
this time of the year, man.
Oh, it's a terrible time of year for getting run over by bulldozers.
Well, it's end of the tax year, innit? So if you're a government-run house demolisher in Palestine,
you're gonna hit your quota, aren't you?
You've got to, otherwise you're going to lose funding for the next year. You're going to have to worry about who's going to lose the job and all the rest of it. No. You're going to be getting on with it. Same here with the roads. They only fill them in March.
Yeah, just different cultures, different ways of dealing with these things. So anyway, apparently we shouldn't have Eurovision in Israel. I couldn't give a fuck if they had it in Gaza.
The fuck difference does it make? What difference does it make?
I just don't care. I don't understand why anyone watches it. Do you know who the worst people are, though? Not the ones that watch it and go, no, I just really like it. That's fine. It's the ones that say, I'm watching it ironically. Is there any better way of proclaiming to the world what a dreadful twat you are?
I know. I'm jealous, though, I am. People that have Eurovision parties, unironically, they get all their little mates around. They might even do it in, they have a costume competition. And there'll be 8 of them. And then they'll sit there for the full 3-4 hours or whatever it is and live tweet it and be like, oh, can you believe so-and-so with the beard did this and stuff? And I'm like, I can't stand it and I don't understand it. But I'm also envious that I don't have that life where I can just get those kind of simple pleasures and look forward to things like that. This is what I look forward to. This is how sad it's got for me.
This is all I want.
It's like, oh yeah, well that's the thing. It's what I want. No, I really like it. It makes me happy.
I don't want to go to Europe. I hate parties. I actually hate parties. I don't enjoy them. I find it very uncomfortable. This forced jollity and mixing with strangers who I would never normally talk to in a million years. So I don't like parties. I don't want to go and hang out at them. It's like when you used to hang around with all the woke people and you'd have them pajama parties.
A pajama party.
Exactly, those pajama parties.
And it was under duress. I was forced into pajamas halfway through.
And you showed me the pictures and I thought, that's my special idea of hell. With that chap we were talking about before there in his onesie. And,
bless him. Yeah. It was nice, that, though. No, it was nice.
I want to talk about these in extra time, but he supports these protests at the minute as well, doesn't he? But we'll talk about those in extra time. Just so everyone knows, because we're coming up on 45 minutes now, Graham.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, we're coming up on time. We've enjoyed ourselves too much. Taking the piss out of the Catholic Church, Rachel Corrie. Oh, I'm going to cop it for that, aren't I? I'll have to make an Anne Frank joke later to make up for it. Oh, no, I really shouldn't, should I? I really shouldn't. I've already had the David Icke connection brought up to me. There's a photo of you on the internet when he's got his arm around you. Yes, I know.
Actually, I'll tell you this before we go. I was looking because I ended up getting it off Twatsack in the end, but I was looking for that GIF of you waving a dildo with your happy face. And I'm going to use it on. I've already set it. I'm going to use it on Sunday's stream. So whenever anyone subscribes, you just pop up, ringing just automatically. It's great. But I couldn't find it. And in searching Hayden Hewitt GIF, the amount of amazing pictures that come up is
it's
just
wonderful,
stunning.
isn't it?
Like full blown, like just pictures of Nazis, and I'm like, how? How is that a thing?
I get around, you know. I appeal to a wide cross section of people. I don't know if "appeal's" the right word. You know,
I'm just checking my because I screen capped one of them. Oh, that was it. Yeah, the screaming girl in the yellow coat that when Trump won. And she went, no, in America.
We use her on trigger warning credits, don't we?
Yeah, so even though you use a flash of that on the trigger warning credit, someone must have paused it, upload. I don't know what's happened, but that is now associated with him. There's a woman's boobs with "I hate people" written over it.
Awesome.
That comes up for you. It makes me very happy.
Hayden Hewitt GIF. I'm going to have a look myself. Oh, hang on, that's just a woman, a black fella, another woman. Twink. Hang on, that can't be right. Perhaps
someone putting your name on cuckold porn, are they?
Perhaps I should have used quotes. I don't look like. Where's Willy Wonka there? What the fuck? There's one picture of me on the first page from Reddit. Oh no, there's two. There's the one everyone uses for the TV because I won't take any new photos. The one from Newsnight where I look like an angry Uncle Fester.
I know, yeah. Who's just remembered his real identity.
Oh, bless the amount of whenever I do, because I don't do a lot of interviews now, but when I used to do a lot of them, they're all like, have you got any high-res images? No. Why would I have lots of photos of myself? Why am I linked to this? I've just done this. Oh God, another show on Googling yourself. For some reason, a Hayden Hewitt GIF. No, can you just take me to the website, please? Here we are. This. Oh Jesus! It's the Daily Stormer, and it says Alex Jones demands $1 million to convince 400 million goyim that Jews don't run anything. Why's that got anything to do with me? I don't think I'm not mentioned anywhere. Whoa. Here we go. Here we go.
Go on.
Alex Jones is just getting what he deserves for being anti-Gentile. He should join his friend Hayden Hewitt on LiveLeak, another one that still insists the hoax actually happened. She will bleed him dry quicker than submersing him in a river full of hungry leeches. The Führer was right to put his sort in the camps. They are a poison to Western European and American culture. Jesus.
Isn't it great when people insist on using your full name when writing messages like that? And why is Google ranking that so highly as well?
Holy shit. But yes, I do insist the Holocaust happened.
Yeah, I think...
Of course it happened.
I think amongst all that, I think you did fare quite well considering the tone and language of that tweet. I think you did well as being on the side of the... What was it? The hoax.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes, I also believe in the hoax. Just in case anyone worries.
That's just what I need, though. Something that links me to the Daily fucking Stormer.
I mean, I will say, we don't fully know the numbers. They always put the numbers out there, and I will say that the problem with people is there is a slight thing there where they go, oh, well, how do you know that many people died exactly and stuff? And they go, right, and they go from that to it never happened, and it's like, well, no, we just don't know exactly maybe how many died or whatever, but
they do escalate these things very quickly, don't they? They do escalate these things.
Speaking of which. Go on.
Hayden Hewitt Jew. Oh, here we go. From the 15th of January 2019. The article is called Jew Subverters of Internet and Technology.
Are you a Jew subverter?
Yeah, I'm a Jewish subverter, Hayden Hewitt, founder of LiveLeak.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm sandwiched in between Reid Hoffman of LinkedIn and Benjamin Bedgebaum of dailymotion.com.
Oh, that's a bit of a drop off, isn't it? I was like, LinkedIn, I was like, nice. And then Dailymotion. So,
I've got to have to say, I don't really seem to look as Jewish as these other guys.
Are you one of them sneaky Jews, aren't you, Hayden?
A bit like Ryan O'Hara, that well-known Jewish surname, O'Hara. You know, of the Dublin Jewish family, the O'Haras.
Hey, dude, I've got to read this out before we go off because it won't be relevant for extra time. But a non-triggerist 12K149 has said, "Did you see that vid with an undercover reporter canvassing the pro-BDS businesses in Ireland on behalf of Sudanese firms using slaves? All the Irish firms had no problem about dealing with him, even after he said he used slaves." No, but I've seen that Avi one where he's going around students in America trying to get them to sign up to support Hamas, and he describes it as BDS plus, and he's literally saying like, yeah, and he's literally describing suicide bombing attacks, right? He's saying like markets, you know, just the typical places. This is BDS plus, and they sign up.
BDS plus.
That's it. Just rebrand terrorism as BDS plus, and they're on board. It's insane. And they want to lower the voting age. I do like BDS plus, though.
It's like the National Union of Students, wasn't it? A couple of years ago when they said, you know, we should put a motion forward to condemn Hamas, Daesh. And it came back with, well, that'd be a bit Islamophobic. No, it wouldn't. No, it really wouldn't. That doesn't make any sense. But here's one. If we're gonna end on a little bit of Israel Palestine, here's one to chew on. A real one to chew on. Why is it people will say it's the Jews attacking the Palestinians? They refer to Israelis as the Jews, but never the Palestinians as the Muslims.
Well, it's because they're idiots.
Well, they will say, well, you can get some Palestinians that are Christian, to which I'd respond, there are a lot of Christian and Muslim Israelis. So why is it the Jews? Is it because Netanyahu, King Netanyahu, said it's a Jewish state? So maybe that's it, because as we know, whatever Benny says, hey, is gold. We're big supporters of Benjamin Netanyahu now.
Oh, yeah. And obviously every single person in Israel just blanket agrees with everything he says.
Yeah, of course, because that's how it works in real life, isn't it? You know, the people that are voted into power are there because everyone loves them.
Yeah.
And every citizen adores them and agrees with them, like we have in this country.
Well, that's why everything's so bad here, because everyone's so behind Theresa May's Brexit deal that we're just disgusted that they won't vote it through. That's exactly the issue.
Exactly. Like in America where they have King Trump. Everybody loves Donald. Everybody loves him. You can every day I log into Twitter and I'm touched by the amount of love that I see for Donald.
I love that he's called the God Emperor. I love that as a nickname, God Emperor Trump.
I'm quite envious, actually.
It's just such a good. And then in Italy, do you remember that fucking float that they had where they actually just put Trump into a Warhammer character? And he literally was a God Emperor with his giant sword, parading him through town with his moving eyeballs and everything. It was amazing.
Well, no, Graham, that's it. We've gone way over. It's now 54 minutes, which is a shame because we've got lots of people listening and quite a few on YouTube, funnily enough, which I wasn't expecting. Apart from we've just had someone jump in here. SJG Perspective said, hey guys, Drone Tech sent me. Hey SJG Perspective, fantastic to have you with us, dude. We're just about to finish. But thank you so much for saying hello. That's really cool of you. We've got comments, so we'll try and answer some of the comments a little later. But we are done. What happens now, if you're new to all this, is we stop broadcasting now. As you know, we go out live every Tuesday with this. At the moment, it's audio only. We will be, as we hit our targets on Patreon, we'll take it to video. We'll head into the studio for another evening. But right now, we go out live on Cogent Radio. You can also listen to that via cogentradio.com. If you've got an Android phone, there's a really cool Android app. It's absolutely free. No tracking, no ads, no nothing. And you can get access to this podcast, to the Richie Allen Show podcast. You can catch the live broadcasts and some other bits and pieces. But that goes out live every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. UK time, which is 5:30 p.m. Eastern at the moment. And that's every Tuesday. We then release the podcast on a Wednesday. And we release extra time, which is what Graham and I go away to record after we finish this, on a Friday. And don't forget, on Thursday nights, we got the live sort of internet TV show at 10 p.m. UK time. And now every Sunday at 12 p.m. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Every Sunday at 12 p.m., Graham goes live, taking a look at the what's going on in the news and everything like that. Streams live on YouTube. So definitely check that out, because he's actually really good. Really good. So that's definitely worth checking out every Sunday at 12 o'clock. And at some point, when I find another hour in my life, I'll do a little more broadcasting as well. And then you just be wall-to-wall trigger warning. Just wall-to-wall. Everywhere. Everywhere. Like the shit on Julian Assange's walls, it'll be everywhere. Allegedly. So,
yes, we got the real Sunday View on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. Hashtag not Irish.
SJG Perspective's got the right idea. He's going to subscribe and stroke our bell.
Yeah,
that's the best thing. But if you go to triggerwarning.tv, you can find out when things are on. I remember we've also got our social media site, which is social.triggerwarning.tv. It works like Facebook, except doesn't track anything and has no algorithms. Nice. If you'd like to help us with the Trigger Warning project, remember it is the shows, the podcasts, the websites, the social sites, the radio station, and some other things we got planned. We'd really appreciate it. And there's a few ways you can do that. You can head over to patreon.com/triggerwarningtv. That's patreon.com/triggerwarningtv, and sign up as one of our patrons. There'll be more exclusive content coming from patrons as soon as it's financially viable to do so. And if you can't or don't want to donate, because it's not everybody wants to do that, not everyone can do that, you can just share our links, get word out, get your friends, get your relatives, your neighbours. Because remember, it's not a show that's conservative or liberal, it's just whatever we think at the time, because we're extreme centrists and the resistance to the resistance of the resistance. Possibly. So I think that's everything. Oh, you can also go to gearpress.co.uk and buy a Trigger Warning t-shirt or a mug or something like that, and the profits just come straight back to Trigger Warning, which is nice.
Yeah. I've just double checked. All the links are in the description, including our brand new Streamlabs one as well. You can do the little ding there and drop us a tip.
Oh yeah, if you subscribe whilst Graham's broadcasting, you get to see me waving a dildo.
Yeah. If you just, to be honest, if you tune in Sunday, please unsubscribe, then subscribe whilst we're live, just so I get to see it, because it makes me very happy. Although, when I was sorting out Streamlabs the other day, I did say, didn't I already? It was just so funny, just constant dildos, relentless. It didn't stop dinging. There was a queue on Stream.
Was it like a dream come true? Was it?
Yeah, Streamlabs had them queued up because so many people would subscribe it after his shout out. It was just turned me on. He's a very nice man. He is. I
think he should swear more. He's a bit too wholesome. And when we were talking about Sargon of Akkad, and I did drop the N-word on the show, he didn't really know what to do.
He was just thinking about his 65,000 subscribers on Twitter. He's like, no, Hayden, I'm not playing your game.
But apart from that, I did my best to make him comfortable. We're going to get him back on the show anyway. We'll get Drone Tech back on. 'Cause I've known Drone Tech for fucking years now. Must be 12, 13 years. So we'll get him back on the show and see if we can get him to have a couple of beers before he comes on and really damage his brand. And Owen Schroyer still says he's going to come on, so I'm going to try and get that organised.
Oh, nice.
So we can have a chat about InfoWars and things like that. I'm sure that'll go really well. I don't foresee any problems whatsoever with me having a chat with Owen, especially if I've had a drink. I think it should be fine. I think we'll get on famously, because he was very nice to me when I was on his show. He was so nice, he did most of the talking for me, which was really good of him. Although he wasn't as bad as Alex. When I was on Alex Jones's show, I could have just nodded. I could have just nodded. But he was very nice to me as well. Can't say anything about that. SJG Perspective, yes, because I saw your shout out on Drone Tech Show. I have got your channel bookmarked, so I will be coming to have a look at that as well. So remember, every week you can do this. You can talk to us, have a conversation with us. That's what we need more of. On a Thursday, Skype in. Skype in and have a chat. I'm always nice to people that Skype in or guests. Always, always. Without exception. Even the ones that are really annoying. Like the ones that expect me to come up with a topic of conversation on the Skype. I'm never going to be able to forget that. But I think that's everything. That's all the shout-outs done, and that's everything else. If you're not aware of him, go and check out Drone Tech Politics on YouTube. He's a really nice man who should probably swear more. But we can work on that with him, can't we?
We'll get there. We can
help complete him. We can help complete him. I think that's the thing. And seeing as he's in our chat away, go and check out SJG Perspective as well. All these guys got, I think, way more subscribers than we did. What the hell? Have a shout out. Because we're nice like that. Right, I guess that's us done. So what happens now is we switch this off, we go away, and then we go and make a cup of tea, and then we do the extra time in peace and quiet.
We have a secret conversation, which will be released Friday.
So, and if you're a patron, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stay secret for long. And if you think the podcast is shambolic and all over the place, wait till you check out Extra Time.
Yeah, wait till no one's listening to us. Then it gets really weird.
You know, like they say, dance like no one's watching. Yeah, just like that.
So let me tell you what my child's been doing this week, Hayden.
Let me tell you what other people's children have been doing this week, Graham.
Oh, I've got one of those today. I have.
Stop. We're never going to finish this, and then we'll never do Extra Time because we'll be too tired. Don't pretend like that doesn't happen every once in a while.
I know, yeah. Another 10 minutes from now, if we stay on air for 10 minutes, then it won't happen. Extra Time won't.
No, this will be it.
We'll go, mate, I'll just do a live stream so it'll be all right. And then I won't. I'll do what I always do on Friday and be in bed by about 8 p.m. because I'm wrecked from the night before.
Guys, if you're listening to this live, we're back on Thursday. If you're listening to it recorded in the future, hope you enjoyed it. Go and check out the rest. We'll speak to you all very, very soon because you are lovely, lovely people. I'm going to play the intro again, so say goodbye and then mute your microphone, Graham.
Bye-bye.